Governor Kevin Stitt of Oklahoma has signed into law one of the strongest pro-life pieces of legislation in the country, essentially stopping all abortions in Oklahoma from the moment of conception. The law has now taken effect and limits all abortions except to save the life of an expectant mother or unless the pregnancy is a result of rape or incest. In this case, a woman must have reported each incident to law enforcement. It also allows private citizens to sue abortionists who knowingly commit an illegal abortion. Governor Stitt released a statement soon after the law took effect and said, quote, "From the moment life begins at conception is when we have a responsibility as human beings to do everything we can to protect that baby's life and the life of the mother. That is what I believe, and that is what the majority of Oklahomans believe. If other states want to pass different laws, that is their right. But in Oklahoma, we will always stand up for life." And joining us now is Archbishop Paul Coakley of the Archdiocese of Oklahoma City. Your Excellency, thanks for joining us. Can we get your initial thoughts on the Life at Conception Act, which just took effect in your state of Oklahoma?
Well, thank you very much. Of course, we're very pleased with the governor's willingness to sign this piece of pro-life legislation. He had pledged from the very beginning that he would sign any pro-life legislation that would cross his desk, and he has kept his word on this one. So I have to say, very happy about it, of course, but a little bit surprised as well that it sailed through as it did.
Speaking of the Catholic stance on abortion, baptized Catholic politicians like President Biden and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, they continue to push their pro-abortion agenda. And Archbishop Cordileone of San Francisco, as I'm sure you know, banned House Speaker Pelosi from receiving communion due to her pro-abortion stance. Do you support this move by Archbishop Cordileone, and how can we help those who are failing to defend the sanctity of life that are within our church?
I admire Archbishop Cordileone very much for his very strong pro-life stand. I offered my support for him immediately upon hearing of his decision, which I'm sure was a challenging, difficult decision for him to make. I know he had worked hard to try to come to some kind of an understanding with Speaker Pelosi, had not been able to do so. But he saw this clearly as his role as a pastor to avoid the possibility of scandal for the parishioners and faithful of his archdiocese. So I admire and support his stand.
That's good to hear. And as we embark on what we hope will soon be a post-Roe era here in the United States, how do you and other Catholics in the Archdiocese of Oklahoma City plan to help expecting mothers who face unplanned pregnancies in your area?
Well, we're certainly gearing up for that eventuality. I'm confident, prayerfully so, that we will see some even greater restrictions in a post-Roe America, even as we are seeing them already here in Oklahoma. But we are, in fact, I'm on my way right now to this afternoon after getting off of this interview to bless an ultrasound machine provided by the Knights of Columbus. So we're investing in pregnancy resource centers to help women with children, unborn children, and providing opportunities to support them in all of their needs. We have issued a call to alert our parishes that with these new restrictions on abortion, there will almost certainly be more women looking to the church for assistance, for support, to care for their newborn children, and they certainly stand ready to assist them throughout their lives. Our stand and our support for life is not just preborn life, not just unborn children, but we continue to provide support for all persons throughout life.
Well, thank you so much for the witness that you have just shared to the fact that you're helping these people in Oklahoma, a clearly pro-life state. Archbishop Paul Coakley of the Archdiocese of Oklahoma City.
Thank you.